Now, ushering us into the broader conversation on environmental conservation with Rufena Muthoni, we begin with this Citizen Planet report. As climate change tightens its grip on Kajiado County, Maasai pastoralists are breaking new ground in the quest for sustainability. Through innovative grazing practices, they are reviving degraded land and tapping into a new source of income via carbon credits. Tonight on Citizen Planet, Maasai and Chrispine Otieno take a closer look at carbon credit programs in Kajiado, initiatives praised by some as a lifeline but criticized by others as potentially exploitative.
In the heart of Kajiado County, where vast grasslands define the landscape, the Maasai pastoralists have lived in harmony with nature for generations. But today, the changing climate and years of overgrazing are threatening the delicate balance. Faced with rapidly shifting weather patterns, communities are being pushed to adapt. A new carbon credit project is emerging as a lifeline, restoring the land while providing a critical source of income for the people who depend on it. In Ololgulului, Kajiado South, Hada Kenyatta Oloitip guides his 200 cattle across the plains of Amboseli. His daily routine is being shaped by an initiative transforming traditional grazing methods.
Katika hizi blocks ziko blocks kadhaa ambaye tunakuwa rotate. After 14 days tuna rotate. Yaani ng'ombe zinahama kutoka block ingine kwenda block ingine ili kwamba wawe wameweza kukula nyasi katika kila block na isiwe imepungua katika kiwango ya sheria moja ambayo inaitwa thumb rule.
The carbon credit program, implemented by Soil for the Future Africa, introduces a 14-day rotational grazing cycle, allowing each block of land time to rest and regenerate.
Hii mradi tumeona ya kwamba watu wameacha kuhama kwa sababu tunatunza nyasi wetu vizuri, na ukitunza nyasi tumetunza ng'ombe, ukitunza ng'ombe umetunza jamii.
Tuko na sheria ambaye tunasema mtu akikosea anaongelesha ya kwanza, pia anaongelesha ya pili, ya tatu, nachukua sheria kama ofisi ambaye tunapigisha watu fine.
But the promise of carbon credit is not without controversy. Critics warn the system risks giving wealthier nations a license to keep polluting while shifting the heavy lifting emission cuts onto poorer countries.
If we are saying that we want these companies to be able to pay for their pollution, that's like sin tax. You know, you're giving somebody a leeway to do something wrong because then they can pay money for it.
So what the wealthy minority that have emitted the bulk of the emissions have done is created this imaginary commodity that shifts power away from people and local governments and communities and towards the global elite that are the principal cause of the climate crisis.
Despite the concerns, some residents say the benefits are already visible. Regeneration is evident and livestock health has improved.
Kwamba kuna nyasi ambayo ilikuwa imepotea pakubwa, lakini kwa kuongezea hii maarifa mpya ambayo tumepata kupitia Soil for the Future Africa, sisi tunasema kwamba kwa kweli regeneration ya hii ardhi imekuwa pakubwa. Nyasi ile ambayo ilikuwa imepotea imeanza kurudi.
The success story from Kajiado is spreading fast. Today, more than 20 conservancies across Magadi, Meto, Selenkei and the Aloka area of Kimana have adopted the model, touching lives of thousands of pastoralists and smallholder farmers.
Tangu tuanze kupata hii project ya carbon, tumepata faida kubwa. Nyasi imekuwa mingi, hatujapata kiangazi na watu wameacha kukata miti.
Saa hii ni wakati wa kiangazi, bado hatujapata mvua, lakini bado hatujahama. In fact, watu wengine ndio wanatuhamia, lakini ng'ombe yetu ijahama, imenona.
But what exactly are carbon credits and how do they work?
This carbon project is, our efforts are geared toward removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, putting it into the soil. You can only do that when you have plenty of grass and vegetation on the landscape, which can only be made possible by partnering with local communities to manage grazing.
Over the next 4 decades, the program targets large-scale carbon sequestration through sustainable land use practices. Community agreement will be reviewed and updated every 5 years. Still, questions linger over transparency, fairness, and how benefits are shared. Opponents argue the agreement risks exploiting the very communities they claim to empower.
$2 per hectare was quite low, what was being offered by the company. And then this amount being offered is what they were going to offer for the next 40 years, which ties your hand in terms of doing business with any other carbon offset company that might offer attractive rates.
So we don't take land, we don't take title deeds, we don't lease land. Because when carbon project operates differently from other conservation.
Kenya has now more than 80 registered carbon projects, generating approximately 4.5 million carbon credits annually, valued at $77 million in 2003. The market offers huge potential for sustainable development, but equitable benefit sharing and environmental integrity remain critical challenges. Chrispine Otieno, Citizen TV.